Hello! It's your It's your retarded astrologer again. It's been a while. I hyped myself the fuck up. Ascending from the caves where I've been all of this time. Still dying though. And loving it. Welcome to this Halloween special, where I'm about to scare the shit out of you. The point of this video is to just demonstrate how the future exists in the present moment. So this is the birth chart of Nicole Smith, also known as a very young woman who married a very old billionaire. Okay, so in her natal chart, what do we see? Oh my god, will you look at that, dude? Asteroid Rip, also known as Rest in Peace, sits in the 7th house. Oh my fucking god, conjunct Lilith. That's raw. So now the thing is, just black on white, what do we see? Rest in Peace is in the house of marriage. Now the thing is, wherever this asteroid is, does not always imply actual death, because asteroid Rest in Peace or RIP, whatever, can also show a deep interest in forensic matters. So don't get frightened just yet. So there already is like a natal promise, so to speak, of, okay, rest in peace. There is going to be some sort of association with the 7th house. And if we look a little further, we see that asteroid Rip, oh my god, dude, it's square Howard. And now a square is an aspect of crystallization, manifestation, action, dude. Action! So, okay, the thing is, squares, motherfucker, they do manifest. And now the horrors that I want to demonstrate of how the future exists in the present moment. First meeting charts, event charts, like whatever whatever the fuck you undertake right the fuck now will show what will happen in the future. And the thing is, in particular, conjunctions. Take note of conjunctions because they are portals. And even more so when it's conjunct an angle. Oh, I need to sing that, dude. Oh, my uncle. Something must have been activated in the sign of Aquarius right now. What time is it? 11:26. I will have a look. Now, okay, so there is this natal promise of Rip somehow connected to the 7th house. Wow. Ooh, that's frightening. But it gets even more frightening. Hold on. So she married on June 27th, 94, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, I already inserted the date so I can show you transits. Boom. So what do we see? On the very day of her marriage, she was in her RIP return. And you know, like, return charts are kind of significant. And what's even more impressive, there was like a return of a specific conjunction that she has natally. So for example, in her case, she has RIP conjunct Lilith. If that same conjunction happens again, like that is the potential portal, the gateway, the event that will somehow lead to whatever the fuck this conjunction promises. A conjunction is a gateway, dude. Do not underestimate conjunctions. Oh my fuck. So that's one thing, but hold on. Do you remember that I mentioned conjunctions in particular to angles? So on her date of marriage, oh my god, will you look at that? Asteroid Grief conjunct the midheaven. Now, what's so special about the midheaven is that this shows the direction of whatever is happening on that specific day or surrounding days. The midheaven is the legacy, what the world sees, but it's also the point on the chart of that what befalls you, what's going to befall her, grief. It's in the stars, dude. Will you look at that? So, in other words, I'm sorry to scare the shit out of you, but always be mindful of event charts. Whether it's like the event chart of a purchase, bloody, 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 blah. Now, the thing is, and it's very funny, although I do have this knowledge, the funny thing and the fuckery about this is that I do not apply it. Why? Surrender, dude. Motherfucker. Surrender. Surrender to life. I just believe that things happen for a reason, and I do not I do not live with the sense of I want to control the outcome, dude. Because that, dude, fuck off. That's gonna like prevent you from getting the circumstances that you need for evolution. Remember, yes, like the earthly journey fucking hurts, but it's temporary, dude. After this whole shit show is done, you're done. On to the next. But let's just fucking focus on evolving consciousness and getting the whole spectrum of whatever the fuck it is, so that you may not return to this shit show ever again. Remember that I dropped my microphone on my ankle? The event chart for that very specific moment, 11:26 in the very fucking morning, with my location and shit inserted into the chart. Will you look at that? The third house cusp, which means the speech, to communicate, stuff related to social media and stuff. The third house cusp of speech, which this microphone belongs to, is an Aquarius, like what I said. Oh, my uncle. Something must have been activated in the sign of Aquarius right now. And what's even more cool is that it's 18 degrees Aquarius, which is malefic. My fucking uncle. I love how free will is like bullshit sometimes. This is a part of my natal chart. 3 degrees Sagittarius in the 8th house. The whole point of everything that I do is just to make sense out of pain, to put it in perspective and to not camouflage. Although I'm highly aware that the example that I choose as a demonstration of how the future is to be seen in the present moment, I know that it's a very sensitive topic, and I know that the way how I talk about it is very lighthearted, and I know that I will offend people with doing that. But I guess it's a way to cope with it. It's a way to put in perspective through humor, which you can literally see in my chart. Like Sagittarius North Node in the 8th house. You could potentially translate that as a purpose or a path of humorizing pain. It's something that I've mentioned earlier. Life will inevitably come with challenges, things that we do not want to accept. But we have to anyway. And especially like death is the only promise that you have. So why to be afraid of it? Although like I when it comes to first meeting charts and event charts of things, I usually don't look, especially before the event takes place. I don't really have a look at what is this going to be. I just allow it to unfold. And afterwards, because I do save the event chart, afterwards I just check. And, everything is locked in place because it's the birth of something. It's the birth of a specific chapter in life. For example, if you meet someone for the first time, that is the birth of the connection forever. It's not going to change. The first meeting will define fucking everything. And I know that's frightening, but everything has its own divine timing. And just accepting that, I personally perceive that as very comforting. Because people enter our life and events happen with a very deep purpose. And our evolution is highly connected to the way we feel, like the emotions that are gifted to us in a way. Sentimental. If you made it this far, thank you. I also want to mention, please do not get terrified. Do not be afraid of asteroid rip. The tricky thing about astrology and occultism in general, but in particular with astrology, because it's very black on white. I have seen a shit ton of charts, and every damn time the pain is to be found in the chart. But now the art is in distancing yourself from whatever is black on white in the chart. Just please learn to put it in perspective. Don't become paranoid. Don't become frightened. Be open to life and have positive intentions, positive attitude, mindset, whatever. Like in the end, if you just look at everything, life is very Plutonian, because Earth is the only planet where we have all of this pain, but the pain is a portal to evolution and transformation. That's like the only fucking point of being here anyway. But if Pluto is death and Pluto is life, something that I've mentioned before, I mean, there is this connection to Scorpio, but what is like the highest point of Scorpio is evolving into the Phoenix, transcending like the negative things of control, obsession, fixation, jealousy, possessiveness, you know, all that low vibrational fucking shit. And the highest manifestation is emotional intelligence and resilience as the ultimate purpose. So every setback that you get in life is meant to make you strong. I know it's easier said than done. And I am very aware that for some people, like the outsiders, the way they may perceive me is like, what the fuck, so intense, so maybe unemotional, I guess, about very radical or painful topics. But I didn't fucking incarnate as the purebred Scorpio for no fucking reason, dude. It's my language, it's my domain, I get this stuff, so I give it to you. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. So anyway, thank you. Goodbye.